All right, this your brother Issachar coming at you with another lesson. First off, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquas that's listening and learning. Today's video is going to be entitled, Woman Lays with 200 plus men in one day. And now I got inspired to do this lesson because of this thread that went viral last night or yesterday. And it's pretty much about this woman who found out about these Atlanta underground orgies. And pretty much she posted about it and she told everybody the full experience that she had. And this whole thing went viral. It was on Twitter, it was on Facebook. You could look it up online. I mean, it's still online, but it's hard to find this exact thread right here, which makes me believe that this was probably true, because when I came across it, of course, I'm like, okay, I read the story and I was like, all right, you know, it's crazy and everything like that. But of course, you always want to dig just a little bit deeper just to see if it's real. And less than 24 hours later, you cannot find this anywhere. Facebook, Twitter, they took this down, man. And you already know how it goes when you're telling the truth. All right. And Esau doesn't want to be exposed with the wickedness that he's promoting and orchestrating in this society. All right. So I was just like, this probably went down, man. I'm pretty sure this went down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read this thread and then we're going to get a few scriptures. All right. So it says right here, this is from the meat. No. Shane's wife 444. She the one that said all of this. It says, please come read this. Wow, crazy. Then it says, let's talk about them underground Atlanta orgies. Y'all been to one? I have. Here's my story. It says, for my 30th birthday 2 years ago, my BFF suggested we should go to one. She's a big freak. I'm not though, but I was curious. We signed up on this secret website and had to fill out a bunch of paperwork. Then we had to go get tested. Once we submitted everything and we were good to go, we got a special invite to show up to this secret address. The orgy was on a Saturday night at this warehouse all the way out in Lithuania. I was scared as hell, but I said to myself, YOLO. Everything started at 7 p.m. Walked inside. We were frisked by security and then taken to a different area to take our clothes off. We were then taken to a different area. Soon as we walked inside this semi-dark room, I saw like 400 people just getting it on with each other. Craziest thing ever. Some weird music was playing while nothing but moans and groans filled the air. Room smelled like roses and incense. It was like Babylon. I felt weird and guilty. I almost wanted to leave, but then this dude with this 10-inch, you know what, came out of nowhere and started kissing me on my neck. He was, I don't even want to say that. It make me feel weird. Anyway, he took my hand and walked me over to a couch. An hour later, I had 4 other dudes, you know what, up in me. Then it says all type of drugs and alcohol were being passed around. I popped ecstasy and went even crazier. I think that night I had like 200 dudes come up in me. Condoms were optional. The orgy went on for like 10 hours, left their warehouse the next morning at like 7 a.m. I slept like 2 days in a row afterwards. No cap, but there were some celebs there. Then this is the kicker. It says, only regret I have is I wish I was known about these orgies before I got married. Hubby was on a business trip. He figured money was more important than my B-day. Well, 200 other niggas showed me just how important I was that weekend. And then she put the emoji with the shoulder shrugs. All right. So, of course, you know, like I said, I'm over here reading people's comments. I'm over here seeing where the source came from and all of these different things. And like I said, I was able to read some of it yesterday. And then when it really got on me to do a lesson on this, like I said, I tried to look for this actual thread, but I couldn't find it. But luckily, it was a brother that did a video on this as well. So I was able to screenshot all of this from his video. Because like I said, because I know a couple of brothers shared it on Twitter and Facebook and everything like that. And as soon as I went to go look for it, it was taken down, man. You can't find this anywhere. All right. And then, like I said, when you look it up and everything like that, hey, the articles pop up. The articles pop up about this female talking about this. And I'm pretty sure they're going to find a way to hush this in the future. All right. Because what this sounds like, it sounds like something, the elites would do, these people in the industry and so forth and so on. This definitely sounds like something they would put together. She said she found some celebrities up in there. She didn't say who, but evidently she recognized somebody that was on TV doing music, whatever the case may be. All right. But at the end of the day, this is all out wickedness, man. That's all it is. It's all out wickedness. All right. First of all, she committed adultery with her husband with over 200 plus dudes, man. She was just throwing out a number. You could tell she was just throwing out a number. You committed adultery with pretty much a whole small town, man. A whole small town. You committed adultery with people that you didn't know. And then you had every single one of them blast up in you, man. All right. Then what really got me, of course, when she said this, she was like, it was like Babylon. All right. Because when you go into the history of Babylon and all these other societies, in the past, like the Greeks, Babylon, Egypt, all of these different societies that ruled, Rome. They definitely shows you that in Rome, especially with the what's the TV show? I forget. It came on years ago. I forget the name of it, but you all know what I'm talking about. They showed that TV show and everything like that. Borgias. They showed you that in the Borgias a lot and everything like that, about how a lot of the orgies was going down and all of that. And pretty much, America is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah and Egypt and Rome. All right. So they practice these past customs. OK. And she was like, it was like Babylon, because it is. America is the daughter of Babylon. America is Babylon the Great, man. All right. But as you see right here within this thread and everything like that, they had to sign these papers. They had to do this. They had to do that. She said she felt weird and guilty because spiritually, Jake knows when something is done wrong. Jake knows when they're getting ready to do wrong, because the commandments, statutes, and laws were given to us, given to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They were given to you. So certain things that you do, spiritually, you're not supposed to do it. But this place teaches you wickedness. So you fall into it and you just give in like she did. All right. So at the end of the day, as we just read, they were in here popping pills, drinking alcohol, being passed around. She was being passed around. Condoms were optional. And you can tell, well, you already know she was like, I don't even want to do no condoms. She was just all in. She over here popping the drugs, drinking and everything. So she was just going all in for hours, man, which is filthy and pathetic, man. All right. So at the end of the day, this was what's going on. And then, like I said, she had the nerve to say this at the end about her cheating on her husband with this, because he was out making money and she felt like her birthday was much more important than him working. This is one of the reasons why we say we're not supposed to celebrate birthdays in the first place, because a lot of these people out here, man, look at their birthday as if it's a holiday itself. All right. This pride kicks in and they feel like the whole world should just bow at their feet because they're getting older. Come on, man. It's nothing but folly, and this is one of the reasons why this place is getting ready to go, man. Let's jump right into it, man. Let's go to Revelation 11:7. This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 7, and it says, and when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. And that's speaking about America over here. All right. The dead bodies are you Israelites that do not know that you're Israelites. You're still living according to being an American, being an African American, a Mexican, a Native American, so forth and so on. You're not you don't have the breath in you yet, like Ezekiel 37 speaks about. All right. You don't have the spirit upon you, and you don't know who you are. So you're dead within the mind, man. And this is spiritually Sodom and Gomorrah, all right, and Egypt, because this is where we served our captivity. And as we just read, this is where orgies happen. This is where they push the letter community. All right. All of these things happen over here in America. And this is why this is spiritually called those places. And our Lord was crucified here because they whitewashed the images, man. They made the Lord look like Esau, the so-called white man. They made him look like him. OK, So this is what's going on over here. This is how we know that America is spiritually Sodom and Egypt. All right. So now let's go to Proverbs. We're gonna go to Proverbs 12 and Proverbs 12 and 25. And it says heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop, but a good word maketh it glad. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. And she was literally seduced. All right. She says she felt guilty and weird before when she walked up in there and felt the vibe, because I'm pretty sure, the demons was heavy up in that room. All right. Like she said, all you can hear was moans and groans, and they had incense and roses everywhere to cover up the disgusting smell that was in the air. Because you already know all those people doing that shit, man. You already know it didn't smell good up in there. So they put all the incense and roses in there. You already know the demons was up in the air. They probably did, wicked prayers and everything like that. But like it says right here, it says, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. Jake's over here in America, you want to do right. But when you look at certain things that these heathen nations do, they push these things so much to the point where you feel like you should just be a part of it. You be like, all right, well, they eat these type of foods, they celebrate these holidays. Nothing happens to them. It looks like they having a good time and everything like that. So the thing is, you start doing it too, because it keep getting pushed down your throat over and over and over again. And like I said, and this is one of the things that happened to her. The way of the wicked seduceth them. As soon as she walked in the room, she said she felt guilty and weird. But as soon as one dude came over and started kissing her on the neck and everything like that, she gave in. She was like, well, fuck it, I'm here now. She was like, well, I'm about to go in. And she did. And that's all our folly, man. That's all our folly, wickedness. And this is why the Most High is getting ready to get rid of this place, man. Let's stay in the same book, but we're going to jump to chapter 30, verse 19. This is Proverbs chapter 30, verse 19. It says, the way of an eagle in the air, the way of an eagle in the air, the way of a serpent upon a rock, the way of a ship in the midst of the sea, and the way of a man with a maid. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. And that's exactly how she portrayed herself at the end of that thread. She was like, I wish I would have known about this before I got married. And then she was just like, man, since he wanted to go out and make money and everything like that, hey, 200 other dudes knew me that day, and she was proud about it, man. You saw the little shoulder shrug emoji at the end. She left the next day. She said she got like 2 days of sleep, and she was like, well, that's your loss. You should have took care of me. You should have been here for my birthday. You was here for my birthday. I probably would have went. Now she like, out here being proud about that, being happy about that, as if she done what? No wickedness. She put that whole scenario together. It was like, yeah, if you just would have been here, I would have been good. Nah, man, you want to do that shit, man. Even if he was there, you probably still would have found a way another day to go out and do what you just did. And this is why it's written what it says right here. It says, the way of an adulterous woman, she eateth and wipeth her mouth and said, I have done no wickedness. And this is why, the scriptures always highlight women. This is not a thing to bash women or anything like that. But when you read scriptures and they highlight, women, it tells you women are going to be trotting like the mire in the streets. Tremble, you women at ease, this and so forth and so on. Especially in the book of Sirach, you all are mentioned a lot. And the reason being is because there's a lot more of you all, man. There's a lot more of you all, and you all are the weaker vessels. So you got to have certain scriptures that highlight you, so then you can get the understanding of who you're supposed to be and what you're supposed to do in order to avoid the harsh judgment that the Lord is getting ready to bring upon this place. But like I said, at the end of the day, a lot of people do not want to acknowledge that, man. They don't want to acknowledge the Lord. They don't want to fear the Lord. So this is what's getting ready to happen, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 33. And it says, For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon, is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come. Okay. She said when she walked up in there, it felt like Babylon, because it is. It is. America is the daughter of Babylon. America is Babylon the Great. The great whore that sinned upon many waters. Okay. This is it. This is it. They practice all of those customs, man. These elites, they know what they're doing, man. They orchestrate all of this. This is how the celebrities and the presidents and so forth and so on keep their position, man. They have to do things like this, like go to orgies, commit sodomy, do these type of things, man. Sacrifice their families and their kids and their close friends or whoever. Do all kind of things, man. We keep seeing it over and over and over and over again, man. Same pattern, Elder Monata Zabak did a video, like a week or so ago, showing you. Like, yeah, these are how the celebrities look before they were famous. And as soon as they got famous, now look at them, dudes out here getting their nails painted and everything like that. They turn these people out, man. And like she said in the thread, she saw celebrities there. So that was something probably where these celebrities had to go do that shit. All right. But this is why the Lord is getting ready to destroy this place ultimately. Let's read this place again. Read this scripture again. It says Jeremiah 51:33. It says, "For thus saith the Lord of hosts, the power of Israel, the daughter of Babylon is like a threshing floor. It is time to thresh her, yet a little while, and the time of her harvest shall come." All right. And what is the time of her harvest? When it's time to thresh her, what does it mean by that? Jump up to verse 1. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about." What's that destroying wind? The nuclear destruction. Because this is not the only thing that's going on down here in America, man. You read about things like this, like orgies and sacrifices and so forth and so on, man. Yeah, those things are horrible, but this is not the only reason why the Most High is getting ready to destroy this place. All right. This place is polluted with wickedness. That's like it says in 2nd Ezra, it's polluted with wickedness. The lists have reached the heavens. Okay. The lists have reached the heavens. We can go on and on and on and on and on about the iniquity. Hold on. Let's see if I can get that real quick. Let's see. Iniquity water. Yeah, Job 15. And we'll start at 15. It says, "Behold, he putteth no trust in his saints, yet the heavens are not clean in his sight. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water." This place pours out iniquity. Okay. It says, "How much more abominable and filthy is man." This place is nothing but abominations. Everybody in this place is filthy, man. That's disgusting, man, what she did. You could just imagine that in your head, man. 200 within a time period of probably like 10 hours? Damn. Every single one of them. No protection, no nothing. Every single one of them just went. You can't even call it sloppy seconds no more, man. Because at least when somebody say that, it's because, another dude went in after that. But that's still disgusting, man. Because a woman only supposed to be with one man. She literally, like I said, had a whole small town within 10 hours. And every single one of them went inside of her, man. And finished. That's nasty, man. And like I said, and this is why this place got to go. This is why this place is going to feel that destroying wind. How much more abominable and filthy is man, which drinketh iniquity like water. This place is so wicked to the point where our people, they starting to get worse than the heathen, man. You see all the videos, them, eating like a video I posted a while ago. Dude over here eating prawns and everything like that, biting off the head, is eating the whole body, man. Not even just eating like the middle part, where the meat is, even though you shouldn't be eating that shit anyway. But they over here eating the head of it, the tails, the legs. Jake is through out here, man. Through. And this is why this place is getting ready to feel that destroying wind, man. The sins have reached the heavens, and the Most High like, nope, it ain't no other way, man. It ain't no build it back up and give people a chance. He's like, nope, I'm just gonna get rid of it. And it's well necessary and it's much needed, man. All right. So at the end of the day, you all got to get right, man. We got to realize what's going on out here. We got to keep bringing out what's going on out here in America, man. Because it's crazy. Every time you think you've heard it all, next thing you know, here come another story the next day. You've been like, what the hell, man? But it is what it is. So I'm gonna end it right there. Like I said, it's another disgusting article that came out. And hey, Yahweh Rachaa, the Most High, get rid of this place this year, man. So I hope this is edifying. So with that, I'm gonna say, Call Halayim, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachaa Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, which I learned this truth from. Honors to the elders and brothers out there pushing this word through the four corners of the earth within truth and sincerity. And shalom to the Aquat that's listening and learning. And Yahweh Rachaa, I'll be back with another lesson. Keep pushing, Yasharala. Keep pushing. We almost out of here. Shalom.